Mic test. Mic should stay higher, honestly. Okay. Looks like I'm live, if my OBS handles it. My bitrate is shit for some reason. Well, should stabilize now. Let's. I don't know what to do because honestly, like I applied it for lower, so should get better. Well, it's been a while. My vacation went longer than expected. So here I am now. In the meantime, I found a new hard drive, actually a SSD, and whatever, I can't remember the name, the fast one, the small ones, and I'm going to migrate to Arch Linux. I was thinking about Arch Linux lately because at the end of the day, looking at my setup, I still do a lot of manual stuff. So I figured there's really no benefit for me using Ubuntu, since I have a lot of nuisance and everything that in Ubuntu should be easy. i3 and Zwei won't make it easier for me. Therefore, I said, well, let's just switch to Arch and be done with it. So day 15 is on. Very well. As for Advent of Code, I am going to finish the last 10 days. Hopefully, as I told before, I would want not to get way over January. I had a nice idea because I remember that there's this dude who makes the cool visualizations. So I would want to do this, but with the DOM, and use Leptos. This way I can get the last touching possibility of Rust. Just because I don't want my projects to be not. First of all, I want it to be seen, and I want to apply it to my domain. And by visualizing with the DOM using the full stack Rust, well, first off, it sounds fun. Second off, it would be a nice way to apply it to actually my code. That being said, let's move out. Okay, Rust. Actually, I'm gonna take one day to set up Arch, probably next Sunday, or perhaps the 1st of July on the night. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of time to set it up quite neatly. By the way, as for my friends, officially everybody quit. So my senior is out. I'm not out, but take some time. And everyone's quit. Honestly, day 15, like day 4 was expected. Day 15 is better than expected. So I can say that I'm happy with that. I don't need Excalibur as of now. But we're moving to debugging. In the debugging department, what I'm tempted to do, of course I can't. What I'm tempted to do is would be to do some manual testing, which I would try briefly to do most of the basic cases. If by the day, by doing some manual test, I'm not getting anywhere, I think I will switch to some more structural tests, so actually using unit tests, because at the end of the day, it will just be easier to unit test it and be done with it. Also, that would be helping my consistency, would be helping me to get some more Rust on. And I would pretty much enjoy it. Now, I don't remember Dick. But I'm pretty sure I can do some sort of this way. And maybe even that. This way I can take a look one by one how it is moving. So that sounds about right. It will just bring it all the way to the right and do nothing. I might even throw in a couple of, I don't know, lefts. See if that's... Okay. It looks legit to me right now. Couple lefts over here. Yeah. Couple of down, so that would be a couple of ups, couple of downs. Should be some V's. That should, so in the most basic of cases, looks fine. What I'm worried about would be, let's say, two of them. Okay, so two looks fine. Another case that I can instantly think about is how about like alternating and stuff. By the way, this could be like a tiny bit slower, and we will go all the way up till the end. So yeah, that looks actually quite kind of solid. Now, the other way in which I feel there could be problems, let's suppose that I go from here and I want to go one right, one up, and then all the way left. We 1, up, up, left, left. So this should bring it inside the corner. And it actually does. So regrettably, it works very nice. Then let's take a better look at my output. I don't know, it feels like shit in most cases. Like, how about making it, I don't know, half a second? It's gonna take a while, but we don't got anything better to do. Like, the moves are legit. Problem with this way, now that I remember, is that I can't quite tell where we're going. Okay. Yeah, this is easier to follow. Because somewhere there must be a discrepancy that I'm not seeing. But honestly, I'm already tired of this shit, so I'm already in the mindset of just unit test every possible case. One other way is always going to the subreddit and taking a look like at the some people who get some limit tests. Because I can think about honestly not that many, but it's very straightforward, no? So there must be like one off by one kind of shit somewhere, just not seeing it. And I mean, it is debugging, sure, it is, but it's not a rewarding experience debugging this stuff. At least to me, it doesn't feel that rewarding. Could also probably be the problem with like the output, since the output is not necessarily the coolest thing. Maybe just got discouraged after a while. Sometimes same way I also feel like it might be a hint that I'm debugging incorrectly. Like there must be some way that I can improve or reduce the amount of errors. Because if it's only getting used to these kind of problems, then that's not like kind of useful. I don't know how much I'm gonna play with the puzzles. But if it can be correct in some way that will impact me in programming in general, like unit testing, I think it's much more valuable. Perhaps I can just try the unit test and see it. I mean, I don't have much to lose. I would also always learn something about uh, programming. If I ever fit into uh, some Rust project, I hope that I get to unit test. That's one thing that people don't care too much about. Well, mostly corporate, but even programmers, because we're lazy, we won't want unit tests, but I feel very bad every time pushing anything without properly unit testing it beforehand. Feels like simply a bad way to proceed, because at least you would know that in the happy case or the correct path, it will always end up to be correct. Mostly because at some point you will have to refactor code. So if you're not going to do some automatic side, you still pay a lot of people to do that. So it would be beneficial to pay the software developer once, or like pay one day so that you can have that test always work rather than paying everyone for QA. And if you have QA, you still have one extra layer of security, but it's just expensive. And I kind of understand. Like companies will always look to how to make more money, so it isn't sexy to say that my service works, it's more reliable. Unless some lives are involved, but even then, I would saw software that mildly is interested into people's life and people still won't care too much about testing. It wasn't tested, it's always manual. And here's the deal, we do software because manual, besides being tedious for people, it's also not very reliable. So it's always funny to me when there's no when in software somewhere we prefer going manual rather than automatic. Like, you can get the tests wrong, but it is better that the test is wrong rather than the code itself. And every test that's caught once, it will be basically frozen then. So I know that this guy over here is supposed to end up that way. Maybe I am somehow parsing it incorrectly. No, it's going to down, right. There's the left. There's the up. Direction up, right, left, down. So the problem is how it's being disposed, which could be the parsing of the stuff, or could be that I'm misunderstanding how stuff gets pushed down. That might also be part of it. Well, I am off, like I'm very close. So I probably should monitor how this guy ended up there. Because this should move like twice. Somehow, some way, it moves twice. Up, right, left. Up, right, left. Up. So it gets pushed once. And that's good. Like, see, at some point, one step can be off, and that would change completely the trajectory. I can't quite know how that would work. I have out of place the top corner. And also the bottom corner. This guy should be here. Okay, it's actually quite a mess. We're close, but not really. Honestly, it's not that close. Now, let's see if my day 15 has any just a hash map. What? Okay, I'm gonna hold on to the hashmart part, but more sample input. So let's get to part one. See if I can get some stupid edge case. So that's on part two, which makes me worry that the tip might be different. God damn it. How it's approached. Well, that's 304. I don't know how quite catched on part two. What was the count? Am I? No, I'm not miscounting the stuff. What was the count? Would be like. Well, first off, It ends up in the correct position. But it ends up up. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. So it ends up in the correct position. The interesting problem that I have is, how was it called? So the box below has a distance of 1 from the top of the edge map and 4 from the left edge map, resulting in GPS current of 100 times x plus y. So in my specific case, it will be, like in this specific case, it will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it will be 300. Wait. So the box, yeah, it must be different. This is part 2. Oh, well. Wait, that's a 2? Not that doesn't matter. That does matter. So somehow I still don't know what went wrong. There are 9,000 lines. So I'm honestly kind of shook how to approach this. Top is this print. So left, down is good, down is good. Didn't print anything here. Well, maybe we already got it. God damn it, how many messages? Always give attention to the girlfriend. Every time. Well, something interesting is happening because it looks like I'm skipping something. Like, what is this? So I move down, and that would be left, down. That's interesting. So left, down, down, right, left, down, down, right, which from down we went over here somehow. What? And by the way, yeah, anything moves but this guy. And by the way, it also gets printed incorrectly, which is very bizarre. Which means something is incorrect in the moves, right? Because my match isn't getting used, right? So my match isn't getting used, which means something is incorrect in the how my moves are processed. Girlfriend, why I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, so some of my time my direction doesn't get parsed by the valid move. And when would this happen? So this is the problem, which is good. So my direction isn't changed, and somewhere it isn't moved. Because we would move left, which is correct. However, this doesn't get print, which might mean what's this? So direction up, next move corner that way. Good. Am I not changing something? Up, right, left, down. We come in here and we match the direction. We get the next move. Robot position. Oh, might be that. But there's some good news that it is the, you know, that's the good news that it's very much here. I don't see the same problem going anywhere else. Doesn't look like it's happening. One way I can check for sure is just search for the symbol. Not that one, this one. Okay, now it's getting weird. Okay. Well, good news is now it's get resolved. Bad news is now I don't know what happened. Well, well then. Well then. It's kinda awkward now. Nobody seems to uh, nobody seems to put some edge cases over here. Nothing nice. I'm already stalled and out of ideas. Because if I remember correctly, the example worked very nice for me. Like the small example code, this one. And the most will be up there, halfway, and these guys. Yeah, so the then by that point, the only way it means that some way, somehow, my robot either overmoves or doesn't quite move. Again, there are a lot of moves here. I don't quite see myself understanding what is going on. How about doing that test from beforehand but with every direction? So let's put it this way. Let's put it here, and that would be go all the way left. See what this guy does. Push, push, push both of them. Looks exactly what you would expect. Yeah, so the whole idea of pushing works. Like it's not a big deal. It does work. Doesn't even look like it's been pushing way too soon or way too late. Or any of those firmware update. Toshiba can be upgraded from version what? What's even being upgraded by the way? Wait, why is my streamer not streamer mode? Not every username is getting truncated, what? Well, yeah. Looks balls. Grim. Very grim. Oh my god, guys. The you are working multiple new lines within the move. Here's a small. Am I blocking it? So what would be, how did I reason about this fight move? I'm gonna try and get the next move. Potential move will be my robot move. Anyway, the direction. I'm moving up, so I'm subtracting x. Yes, I'm moving down, so I'm +1 in it. Left is -1 on epsilon. And the right is +1. Yes. Tile map, potential move 0, potential move 1. Yes, that sounds good. So if my tile is not a wall or robot can move up. Is there a tune here? Does this change anything? Doesn't look like it. I feel like I should return. Or maybe not, because at the end of the day, there's also... Wait a second, that's spaces. Does space do me anything wrong? Okay, so that doesn't change anything. Yeah, they're still stuck. So that matters not. Okay, if my tile is... I'm gonna keep pushing the move. Every time that I encounter one... every time that I encounter a box. If I don't encounter a box, that means... If I encounter a wall, that means we stop because we had a contingent amount of boxes, so we don't move. Well, this might be a smart idea. This could be like a print of, let's say, blocked. Then we move to the output and we can try to see the blocked. So move down, blocked, yes. Move left, blocked, yes. Sounds good, looks good. Move down, blocked, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Sure. Okay, the block concept looks good. The other one that could be an interesting concept is to see if move a bunch. So move a bunch would basically mean I'm going to move a box. But yeah, this move a bunch would honestly work even for one. Am I adding boxes? Could that be possible? Like, how many boxes are over here? 21. How many boxes are by the end of here? 21. So I'm not adding boxes. Very well. So for box in box iterator, I'm basically going to move it out. How am I putting a point back there? Honestly, this feels pointless because I already do it over there. Maybe it isn't. Okay. So on first look, this feels fine. But I don't know, honestly, what edge case am I even presenting. So let's do another run with, okay, remove bunch. Let's do another run of manual looking at it, and then I'm gonna have to check for someone who actually posted some examples. So we moved left, yes. We moved left again. No, that's not it. There you go. So move left, yep. Down, fair. Down, yes. Right. Up, left, down. Right, down, yes. Right, yes. Up, down, down. This is so boring. Man, this is so shitty. Left, right, up, down, up, right, left. Oh. This is just taking out everything that I enjoy about programming. All right. Up, left, yeah. Up again. I have yet to spot anything weird. That'll be up, left, left, up. Okay. Now, does this spaces do anything? Can it be that the spaces do pose any kind of problem? Why? But why? Does it get parsed anyway? Oh my lord. I bet that new lines give less problem. Yes, because of jumping. God damn it. Oh my god. If son of a bitch. Yeah, anyway, so it's 10k. Nope. Is it even the same position at least? Be 0, 0, 3 zeros. 4 in the corner over here. 4, 4, 4. Yeah. So now the count is incorrect. Which honestly, yeah, that's fine. I can fix the count. What is it? It was like, where's an example? Upwards here. So the box shown below has a distance of 1 from the top, which means that this should be counting plus 1 and 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1. Sounds about legit. Let's see, is 0 sum is plus equal I plus j times 100. It might be it then. I can just change around and see if, yeah. Not worth thinking about when you can just try it. Okay, then now about the puzzle input. Now I could actually fix my code, or I can just do that, get the space, and just remove it with a G. I don't need to print that. That's expensive, right? That's very expensive. Just run it. Sounds nice. I wanna cry. The game is starting to make me feel bad about myself. So let's keep in the part 2 every tiny bit of debugging. And as per part 1, which it should be, yay, I should then remove anything that has to do with print pretty much. Honestly, I'm kind-ish surprised at how well it worked out. Kind-ish surprised. Not gonna say 100% surprised. Because I think this exercise was simply very simple but very annoying. G. So that would be day 14 output. Yeah, we can fuck that off. And we can stage this. The only thing that I don't want to stage is the output, so that would be like U9. Stage. Like this. Yeah. Looking good. Then we can commit. Day 15, part 1 done. Push it. We then, of course, going to fix this to part 2. God damn it. Gotta be fucking kidding me. And let's see what's this about. Leverage use your information to find a safe moment to swim and turn off the malfunctioning robot. Just as they start preparing a festival in your honor, reports are coming that a second warehouse robot is also malfunctioning. Of course. This warehouse's layout is surprisingly similar to the one just held. There is one key difference. Everything except the robot is twice as wide. The robot's list of movement doesn't change. To get the wider warehouse map, start with your original map. For each tile, make the following changes. If the tile is hash, the new map contains 2 hashes. If the tile is 0, the new map contains parentheses, then this, and the new map contains this. This will produce the warehouse map, which is twice as wide, and with boxes represented by robot does not change. The original map before would look like this. Okay. Because boxes are not twice as wide, but the robot is still the same size and speed, boxes can be aligned such that they directly push two together boxes at once. For example, consider this situation. Approximately the size of the map, the robot will push around these boxes as follows. Oh, oh, well. This warehouse also uses GPS to locate the boxes. For this large boxes, since I measured from the edge of the map, notice of the box in question. The box below is a distance of 1 from the top of the map and 5 from the left. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this doesn't change that much. Okay, so I see. The count now would work on this way, and if I have to push, doesn't matter which way I push the box, I should push them both together. This isn't that big of a difference. Honestly, it isn't that bad. But how about I'm gonna take one quick bathroom break so I can breathe in the new uh, requirement and come back to you. Be right back. Okay, so first correction first. Doubling up the map. This feels bad when reading, but it's honestly not that big of a deal because I can simply iterate over the motherfucker and push in the exact position based on that. Which will be like this. For yeah, it's essentially this, but with an iter mutable. Should make the element mutable, but that's not what I would like to mutate. Shit, this is a pain in my ass because I have to double it up. God damn it. Honestly, I can double it up without caring too much about the doubling up. I can even I can just double it up into I can honestly double it up just with some Vim commands. Shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, like this is what the last objective is, yes. Feels like cheating, but at the end of the day, programming is programming, so I can hash it up and pay 2 hashes and then G it. And this actually should be for the whole with the percent sign, like so. Then you do the same substitution for dot. Of course, the program doesn't understand what the fuck I'm trying to do. Oh, my bad, regexes. So this would be le double dots for my O. This becomes that way. And the robot is just a manual patch this guy, you know? Like, to be 100% fair, this can be done. This is honestly easier than just parsing it up. But I feel like programming, so we will overcomplicate our life. If I get pissed, I'm going to just move it up like this way. If I feel like I'm, god damn it, like I'm wasting the time for pride, I'm just gonna beam it this way. Okay, so this would be wide map. Now, we would also want a mutable temporary vector, and which every time except like I have to check the robot, and if it's robot, we tmp dot push. Oh, god forsaken, I also have to, god damn it, so tmp push this and tmp push that. Now the other case that's peculiar, we would check the O's, which now would be pushing open bracket and pushing, well, this is not brackets, this is squarely brackets. Oh, my bad. If C is this, if C is O, okay, of course with ref, we can lead with an else if, so if is this, in any other case, we will just tmp that push twice the C. Yeah. What's the big deal? So we can deref this. Oh, so that's how I quit sometimes. I just somehow smash the queue. I over smash the queue. What's the big deal now? Nothing. Great. Pretty print the wide map, please. Oh, my bad. My bad, honey. We would wide push the tip. And we can, of course, borrow this big boy. Yeah, we don't need this anymore, I guess. So the wide map part is quite shockingly easy. Now the only thing that has to be changed, honestly, it's just the pushing around of, like, the only big difference is I just have to check both of these, so that shouldn't be that bad. And the count changes. So in this way, if tile is, my god, how the brackets? Okay, so it's brackets. This is parentheses. Okay, parentheses, brackets, and curly brackets. Curly brackets? Honestly, my English is improving drastically. Not that I had a bad English beforehand, but not exercising it actively does show when you want to talk about something. Because I know that the words are here, like words are very close, but they're not quite there at the same time. Like so close, but not really. Okay, so this is the bad part, isn't it? Because I'm moving one of the boxes up, but I should be moving also the one on its right. It will always be on the right. But actually, that's painfully easy. It would be on the right, so +1. And it would be like this. Oh, right. Very well. And in the sum region, this will simply be this symbol, and instead of the map, it'll be a wide map. Let's take a look. 0. Now, kind of shocked about the 0. No, wait. I'm not shocked. I'm still using the map, wide map. Well, nothing moved, so that's interesting. Oh yes, wait. If one of these, you push it up. It's confusing. British English calls it brackets, square brackets, and braces. American English calls parentheses, brackets, and curly braces. Well, now that you make it me way more complicated than before. Yeah, I tend to follow a lot of American streamers. So yeah, Primogen always goes with parentheses, which also follows better for Italian because I believe in Italian it also would be parentheses. That's easier on me as well. Parente, to your words are very hard. Yeah, so in Italian also falls in the same category. I wonder why in British it's brackets. Oh no, it actually both goes to parentheses. Now it makes me wonder how you say in Italian like square parentheses, so brackets. Yeah, I think we also go the same way you do. So it would be the same reason. So it would be like parentheses and then squared parentheses and so on. Fascinating, really. One language, but a lot of confusion. The one that dropped me the other day was color, which in English is color, which O-U. Always confusing how you get in some points that move in that direction. What the fuck is going on here? It turns out it's not as simple as I would wish to. Now I also want my move backs. God damn it. But yeah, I don't quite. I mean, I have a preference for American just because American tend to be a little easier to understand. It is less. They are very explicit on how they pronounce the words, so that helps a lot. Anywhere else tends to be harder to get because there are a lot of Feels more a lot like in Italy because there's a lot of versions of Italian. There's a lot of dialects. That's what the word I was searching for. My girlfriend is doing the level 1 English assignment, and she's actually has a Scottish teacher, and every time she corrects her with the correct proper pronunciation, which I guess it would be the English one, since you're doing an English test, would be like the British one, or like London. I don't remember which one he's taking, but I guess you should be learning the one based on what exams you're taking. It'd be C1 level, which at some point I should get around of getting to. I feel like I'm ready enough. But a lot of money, and I'm not working for an. I'm not searching a job in Europe at the moment, so well, I don't have any colloquial at the moment. So my left got fucked up. What's oh, because my position is starting in the incorrect one. My bad, my bad. Didn't think about that. I also should check for this. Where does my robot pose would be? Yeah, let's just check it. Fuck it. Actually, more like so. But I always loved English just because of the amount of freedom that it offers you on the internet. I guess that's why I ended up in programming. I see English is you either know English or you're trolling. Any job like expected I-64. Oh my bad, as I-64. Not knowing English well enough is just trolling in programming. I guess any technical job of the sorts. So it was a very simple. So should be moving left, but it didn't move shit. God damn it. Well, we're back to debugging this shit. So every time that, oh, but there's one big problem. Oh yes, so I'm pushing the potential move. I also potential move and into OR. Oh, good catch. I also probably should. Yeah, I figured. I probably should also move it twice over here. Like, I push the next move. I do one move, and I push the next move as well, right? Then this way, I'm moving up into the moves, and based off what I have there, I can just push the character I have over here. Because my TMP is where it goes, but my potential move is this. So the letter would be map potential move dot zero as your sides. Potential move. Well, Midzart, welcome. I think it's the first time I see you around. If not, forgive me. I have drunk way too much wine lately. Christmas is brutal around here. No, perhaps it's brutal also. I'm supposed you have to be either from England or American to know about the language. This will be just a letter. Sweden. Sweet continent. Sweet country. How's Christmas over there? I don't know if you're Christian or like the country is more Christian or Protestant. My guess would be Protestant. No. I just say North Protestants. Still doesn't move the. God damn it. In Italy, there's a big Catholics and people are kinda big on Christmas. Somewhat big. Not too much. So I moved it one up. Let's print the boxes out. Didn't print shit. Well. Hey. Classic. Or tile is this. You're the first Swiss. God damn it, Swiss. No, Swiss are the one with the banks. Sweden? How do you say someone from Sweden? Someone from Sweden. Swedish. Sweet. If it's Swedish, I had pleasure to talk to. Okay, this just blows up very much. This is actually shit. I believe this isn't what then should be put. Because I have used the potential move, which would be incorrect. Guess it would be potential move -1 at least. Like so. Doesn't look better. How about we put it in the next wave? But I don't know which one it is. Yeah, I like the idea of because I like the idea of picking them both over here. Right, so this would be boxes. I'm checking 3-9, 3-8, 3-7, 3-6, and 3-5. 3-5. That would be should be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, about right. But not the position how it is made. Yeah, the move gets very bad very soon because I don't quite know. Yeah, no, wait, the letter should be. Should it be from L? L. Aren't we moving L? Maybe. We're getting places. Like if I have 3-9, right? And I want to move 3-9 once to the left, I should have 3-10. Yeah. So I'm still getting every single time this one. Yeah, because once I draw it, I'm gonna use always that one. Nah. Not good at all. I guess I could couple them up and move them as a unit. That would be a little bit more orderly. Also, this is, by the way, stupid the same way, because I can't guarantee of it being found that way. But by doing it this way, I can, however, guarantee that every time that I fit someone, every time I find something on the left, then we have something on our right. So this would mean that this logic should be basically the same, except that I can move the right one, so plus one here, of course as parentheses, because Rust will complain. The compilers do be complaining, man. Sweet. The fuck is this? And this one did not move. So I still have a 3-6, which I don't quite understand what that even is. Just managed to split them up. There's like one more, because I get 3-9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is correct. 7, 8, this is correct. And the 9 is basically trolling. What? What's that? Why? Oh well, the same way this should only care about the opening one. Oh no, I have to care both of them because I have to, every time that I encounter both of them. So every time I encounter one of these, if I encounter the tile, I can push the potential move. Same way should be if I encounter the other tile, push the potential move. Now, however, my logic is way too simplistic for it to work, because I would have, based on how many times I move, I have a lot of different coordinates. I don't have all fours, right? So this would mean that the first one, is the first one always a lefty? So this is 3-9. Actually, the first one is 3-6, so it's always a lefty, righty, lefty. It's always a lefty. Is it always a lefty? What happened with the +1? I believe it didn't work. It didn't work. God damn it, man. Well, wouldn't call it success, but oh, of course, because I doubled it up. Yeah. That would mean that possibly, let's say that I print just the L. I think the L is the correct way to go for it. Like, let letter be map of L at 0 as your size, and of course L dot 1 as your size, and we say letter here. It appears it won't be simply L. Why though? So if I move any kind of tile, then I put any kind of potential move, like so. Pierced my letter is still every time a lefty. Yeah, I have to treat them as couples. Well, this was bound to happen. Thankfully, nothing spilled out. Yeah, so I have to treat them as doubles, as some kind of couple. Like tricks won't work that much. I don't know if I can just use them that way. I could, rather than iterating, I could just pop off two at a time and then move two of those at a time. Something of the sorts. Let's say while okay, we will do the box is empty, fuck off beforehand. Then we will do while there's nothing, there's something in the boxes. So while there's something inside over here, we will then, oh wait, this breaks a lot of my, yeah, we don't move if it's not empty, but if you empty the array, well, we just save the reference for this being not empty, so that's okay. So let empty equals boxes is empty, and then we just go empty. Okay. At this point, while boxes are not empty, we then can, probably should keep this around. Okay, while boxes are not empty, we can perform a couple of stuff. First off would be, we pop two of them. Doesn't matter which one. Shouldn't settle for formations. Okay. So let one first, and that would be boxes dot pop. Second, boxes dot pop. Well, rather than pop, wouldn't it be remove? By the way, no, I have to get concentrated. If I pop an override at, I would have some inconsistencies over here. The fact is that I always feel like no matter the direction, Is it because I'm not moving the potential move? So every time that I find, since it's double up, I'm doubling up this bad boy. Because this way I can find the next one. Now that I find the next one, I can just grab the letter and write it down. Problem is that since I have two of those now, there's going to be overwritten. I also don't know which one is left, which one is right. That's also problematic. Because I'd still find three of those instead of two, which is not good. Wouldn't I skip two then? How about moving beyond? Okay, so this gets closer. Now this would be used twice. So once for letter, and we will copy this again. And TMP is equal TMP plus next move. Makes a sort of that. Something of this idea. Doesn't. Too bad. The drawing isn't quite nice. Yeah, so the major problem that I have is I don't know the letter. At least I'm getting two of those. So it's 3, 9, and 3, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why like that? Why not? Am I not jumping enough? You know, I can add another next move, but feels now stupid. It doesn't feel like the correct positions that I would wish to know. Be like from different moves. Oh wait, this is the guy that fucked up. You might ask yourself, why didn't I? This is why didn't I? Precisely because of this. Okay, so I skipped them, but fine. That's okay. Actually isn't, but what? So I've hit one. Then I should skip once and be there. So coordinate 9 and 7, yes. So 9 and 7 is correct. Wait. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that being said, basically, problem is the memory allocation on this son of a bitch. Okay, so my phone did get soaked. Okay, so the issue that now I encounter is I don't get the correct coordinates. I can't move it correctly. And I can't move it correctly because I don't quite know what it be moved. That shouldn't be too hard to solve. If I save this as a tuple of coordinate and if I keep the memory of what was in that coordinate, based on which one I know, I can save both of them. So first off, save both of them. So it's potential move plus next move. This will save everything or not. Bizarre. Of course, because I have to do it here as well. Now everything is saved. Wait, understand this correctly? Yes. So I have everything over here. Now everything should be moved based on your current one. Or rather, I check the first one, save that, then alternate it. Nah, I should just save inside. God damn it, Vim. Sometimes it would move incorrectly, and I don't know quite why. Okay, so the box is defined as a back because I defined it this way, but this should be a potential move and a symbol. Which I don't know of. Son of a bitch. Yeah, well. Feels stupid to be it being a tuple because they have a significance. So let's make a little struct. It would be box. It'll be chord. And my box would be a char. Okay. Very well. That being said, now that we have a box, this would want to be a box. And we have the coordinate, which would be potential move. While the letter would be map potential move at 0 as you sides. This is going to is getting silly. Some sort of this. Excuse me, what? All right. The potential move, and that would be the sim. Yeah. Fish box. Okay. Now the fish box would be copied again, and that would be potential move. Plus next move. And plus next move 1, 0, son of a bitch, on 1. That would resolve son of a bitch. Yeah, don't get too melodramatic, please. Okay, that being said, shut up. That being said, at this current point, we know which one would be. So our temporary position is obviously going to be, god damn it, the next L dot coordinate plus next move. Yeah, yeah. Cannot be the reference, sure. Okay. Now the potential move is going to be the next move. Now the symbol is going to be based on the symbol that I have in the L. So that would be sim. And this should work. Not. Weirdly enough. No box printing because of course now he will get boxes. Of course now I don't have any more anything sweet for the boxes. Too bad. Print for box in boxes. Okay. For element in boxes, print okay then. At this point. The fuck is even that? Oh, my bad. Okay, but at this point, I do have every single position. But it so happens that this guy doesn't move enough. And this guy doesn't quite print the correct picture. So it looks like my potential move isn't getting... doesn't get too far back, or enough far back should be here, but I do move through all of them. So that shouldn't quite happen because I get 4 out of this. Still get 4. Shouldn't that mean that it works correct? Shouldn't that work correctly? I expect this to be 4 down. Unless it got so far up that it doesn't go nearly down enough. Like, let's see where it starts. Okay, so my potential move is a 3, 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. It is way ahead. Like, way over its head. But every time that I find this, I just skip twice. I guess that this skip twice now doesn't work, does it? But in part 1, I used to go ahead when I find the O. I didn't. So this might be part of it. Okay, so starts at 3, 5, which is correct. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hey, that's a move. That's actually a move. Yes, it is. Great. Okay, so the vertical ones, I suppose that if I'm moving vertical, I have to check that they are correctly piled up. That's a bitch. Because I have no way to understanding if this is a vertical or horizontal. Why I have, but I now have to keep up with a lot more memories. Yeah, because this son of a bitch says to me that... What was it? Here. So this son of a bitch says to me that I don't... Oh no, wait, I push everything up. God damn. Well, fuck. This is a whole this is a whole BFS to search the elements. Then I can up them up with the same method. So the problem, the only thing that would change is how I get the elements. I should just BFS it. Once I BFS it, I can move it using my method. I'm fairly certain that if I get BFS, this would move the way that I want it. Because at the end of the day, how it moves on horizontal is how it moves on vertical. I still translate every single information. Just because in this position, I'm just finding a left and a right, and it will move up. So actually, it is drawing in the correct manner. If I have the array that is full position how I want it to be, it will draw the correct conclusion. And man, oh man, do I master now the BFS. I honestly should try just do it by ear. Like, honestly, it would work nicely. So every time they find one of these motherfuckers, then this shit happens, right? But this shit will happen only when I move. The problem with having the BFS is that I need some way to see if I encounter it. And the spaghetti keeps getting bigger and bigger. How do I approach about the ones that I see? One way in which I think I can approach is just making it become a dot, because once it's a dot, basically it's as good as being true. Since I can move it up, then that's fine. Problem is, if I don't move it up, now I'm fucked. Well, I can do one BFS to find this guy. Then inside that BFS, I should also check. Inside the BFS, I should also check if if I find anything, like the first time I find a star, I should just quit, or rather, first time I find a star, I should check if can't move, right? So if it can't move, I don't do. I just redraw these ones. If it can move, I should use that piece of function, and here we go. But it's feeling tiresome, and tiresome mentally is way too challenging. So let's try it out. First off, BFS this guy. BFS this guy would be, so my BFS should I would want it to return my array. I wish to tell you that I 100% know how to do this by heart by now, but I still don't. I have some book on me, but I don't know where it is. It's better if I do digitally. So BFS. Breakfast, not geek for geeks. Okay, that's ChatGPT. Pseudocode BFS. Okay, so BFS graph starting node, initial an empty queue. In queue, mark the start as visited. While the queue is an empty, create not the queue. Process the current for each neighbor, or if the neighbor mark in queue, and queue it. Okay, perfect. This is the let's copy it up. This is recursive, which is what I actually wanted. Okay, and that would take in the graph, which would be my map. Oh, this is weird. So the graph would be my map. Then the starting node would be start, be like chords. Great. And I want to return the array of the same sentiment of this same array like this one. So it will be the vec of fishbox. I swear, man, having a girlfriend is tough. You know, being a nerd is way easier single. Okay, so we actually been able to get some more time. So I've been streaming like at least at least 2 hours more. So we're flying. So what was I saying? The vec would be of fixed boxes because we would always want to keep that about. Yeah. And then we would start the initialization. Let's start with let mute queue, and the queue would be a vec. Very well. Enqueue the node, and we would enqueue. So queue dot push my start. Mark the node as visited. Well, at the same time as we push it at start, we would also mute the fish box. It will be avec. And we queue that push, rather fish box that push. We have to push what this we do a fish box struct and with the coordinate, which is the starting point, and the letter or the value, which would be map of start at 0 as you sides. I know they had a good reason of why it wasn't use sides, but I can't tell you right now, and it's being absolutely terrible. But I do remember having a good news. Again, way too much wine. I was in Tuscany, and Tuscany you drink a lot. It was amazing, but I don't remember take of what I did and how and why. And we fish box by the end of it, regardless of what's going on. Okay. Now, while the queue is not empty, so that would be while queue is not empty. Current node, the queue node. Okay. Cur let cur equals queue.pop. Yeah. Process the current node and store it. Wait, so I queue the start, but I have to also, so I queue the start. I put it up and let's make it this way. So instead that it's the same, it will be the same box of operations. And now I can say that the same way, map that whatever here, whatever there, it will be now a dot. Map is not mutable. Well, sir, that's an easy matter to mute. It's an easy matter to fix. Okay, then now we have the current one, and for each current graph, if the neighbor has not been visited, we will do that. Okay, so for each of the current ones, current node, process the current node, print or store it for each neighbor in neighbors. Okay, so let neighbors equal get, god damn it, get neighbor of cur. Actually, map and cur. And then we can process it. So we have to stop a second to get the neighbors. So function get neighbor. Actually, let him draw the signature. Thank you very much. This time he did a decent job. An option. I stand corrected. This is disgraceful. Now, obviously, I don't need to check the unwrap because at the end of the day, I know it won't be a problem. And this time we get a vec of chord, which would be every neighbor. And we are checking, I guess up, down, left, right. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. So. Oh my god, let up equal. I can copy this bad guy. I think I have it. God damn it. Touch. I think I have it somewhere. Like even day 14. I would believe I have it. Get neighbors. This one. Okay. There's gonna be a node, right? Works kind of nicely. So every single direction, let lower bound, upper bound, I don't care. Mode of neighbors, yes. I want to name is to nay, it's way too long. Okay, no, it's a potential neighbors. Actually, it's a potential neighbor. Okay, this would be for the upper bounds, but I don't care about the upper bounds. I rather care about if this is... So if this is a coordinate, so map nay.0 as u sides. Son of a bitch. As u sides. And map.nay... nay.1, 0 as u sides. This should be like a letter. Let tmp equals this. If tmp is either bracket or the other bracket, then we can put the nay over there. There you go. Okay, this should return everything without a big deal. Now we have the neighbors, and we can say for nay in neighbors dot iter or whatever the fuck. We can then proceed to add every single. We'll check if the neighbor is not there. What was the... So current the queue, process the current for each of the current the neighbor has not been visited, mark as visited in queue. Okay. So if map dot, oh, god damn it, just copy this. So if this is the TMP. But in this case, I have to check that it's not a point, because that would be R visited. If this thing is equal to point, actually it is not point, then neighbors that push nay and quantify the value of nay. Okay. The fuck is this? Okay. Immutable reference, my bad. Are you drunk? What is this? What? Okay. Oh, wait a second. I should push it in the queue, not in the neighbors. What am I doing? In the queue. Queue dot push nay. Yay. Very well. So queue dot push nay. And we can sign it up as... We can say just simply... Now this is looked up. Okay. So this should return the entire box. So let's take a look that it does. Now the BFS, we will be calling it over here. Instead of this gigantic ass loop. Problem is the potential move is used down there. This doesn't get quite as easy as I imagined. So boxes is equal to BFS map and start. I don't have start, but this should be like what was it called? Robot pause or potential move? Potential move. So this hit a precise 3-9. That's bad. Very, very bad. Okay. Oh yes, now that I actually wrote it all down, I figured, but this is also a problem. I only need to BFS it on vertical position. God damn it, this shit is... Indeed, Chief. Not it. Well, I'm not going to throw this away, because I'm keeping it, but I'm going back to the ways. Wait, I didn't delete anything. What am I doing? I didn't delete shit. Okay, so the big deal, now that I think about it, is yes, I do have to push all of these boxes upwards over here. That's correct. I don't, however, have to push them every time. I have to push them only and ever if I'm moving vertically. Besides the fact that my neighbor doesn't work. So I do have to use I'm guessing should decide based on my direction. What do I do? Because based on my direction, I can tell if it's on horizontal, I don't need to be sophisticated. This works just fine. But once I get into a vertical position, this doesn't work anymore. Because this will always check for the current one. So I should only in the vertical use the BFS. But I want to beforehand check that it works. It actually works. Because it returns a fish. Well, it should return a fish box. So first let's make it a little bit. Let's make it work, and then we would be sophisticated. So boxes equals BFS, god damn it. Okay, so evidently I find all of them, but I don't push. But because of course I don't push them. That's stupid. Fishbox dot push and be the same stuff. Rather than being started, it be an A, and same over here. Okay. I'm already out of bounds. How? Where? What the fuck is 4-7, by the way? No, okay, that's 4-6, 4-7. Yeah, sure. Okay, why? Index out of bound at 1-4-4. I didn't even change the robot position. Did I? I don't. I don't believe so. I don't think it is. Like, what's this 14 fella doing over here? What's the move? Who's down? 144. I go left. It tries to go. It will try to. The lane is 14, but the index is 15. How in the world is that even a problem? Like, how? I don't have any mutable on the coordinates. Yes, I don't do. And the coordinates are fine and dandy. Potential move doesn't get changed. Oh, wait, because since the movements are now a little... I think it is getting quite complex. $3.15, brother. $3.15. Oh yes, because this is a horizontal problem, I think. Now, this actually is a problem all by itself because I'm not considering how many are there in one direction, but I'm considering how many are there in total. So it gets moved 3 times or 6 actually, and it causes me problems, big problems. Interesting. So I also have to know and understand, besides the Besides the boxes, I also have to understand the context on how they get pushed. Basically, I have to understand if we're going vertical or horizontal. I have to explore everything, but only keep the horizontal ones. So when I push something vertical, I should care about every one of those. But when I push them horizontally, not. But I have to move them all the same. Okay, so the potential move is going to be fixed by just checking how many vertical. I have to check the direction, how many vertical. God damn it. This requires a lot of fixing. This will require that I remove this potential idea. Let's move it by the end if I ever feel the need to reuse it. And I'm happy with it being this way. Okay, so I'm happy with the boxes to get drowned out over here. But what I want as once more, I would want to add the possibility to like a function that understands, like if this doesn't, let's move this for a second. Okay, see, so they do get moved correctly, but they get moved as a unit, which isn't the desired requirement. But I should be able to distinct. So basically, every time I'm moving horizontally, I nuke everything that's not vertical. Every time that I'm moving vertical, I basically move them normally. And the other way, the next consideration would be every time that I move horizontally, I only move the one in the same line. And every time that I move, so in this case, I can pop up everything that's not on the line of the guard. And this should fix my first problem. So let's first off fix the horizontal movement idea. Because based on what direction I do, this could be printed out. Okay, based on what direction I do, be like horizontal or vertical. So check or vert. And I can check if it's horizontal or vertical based on the next move. If next move that 0 is 0, this is horizontal. Else vertical. Now in the horizontal idea, I should pop everything that doesn't have the same row as my stuff. So box for L in boxes that it. Wait, how do I iterate with to change it? Because if I iterate mutable, it will complain, so I have to do the old loop before I in 0 up to boxes that len. Okay, that's a static value, so shouldn't be too complaining too much about it. And now I can boxes I if boxes I dot coordinate that is dot 0 is different than what would it called? What was it called? Guard coordinate? Robot pose. Robot pose dot 0. So in the case on which we are not on the same line, yeah, then he should fuck off. So boxes dot remove this index. Because if I remember correctly, removes based on the index. Yes. Yes, yes. Very well. Now this would mean that should be fixing the first part of the problem. Of course, I may have to print out something. Wait, don't the pretty prints move? Okay. Panic. Plug. Index of the bundle. Len is 4, but the index is 4. Do I map it? Do I make a new box? Do I make a new box? I do make a new box. I'm trying to not fight Rust because I know if I fight Rust, if I fight Rust, it wouldn't do it pretty. But I don't know. Clean box equals a back, whatever. Clean box dot push. The box is I. So you do all of this, and then the box is equal a clean box. Yes, yes it is. Expect the expression found equal boxes. Cannot move out. Doesn't implement copy trait. What definition? Definition. So that would be because I have to derive copy, clone copy. Is this satisfactory? Looks like it is. Okay, but of course, since my cringe ass idea of doing that get broken, okay, it looks like it's moving correctly on the upper hand, so I just have to clean it this way. Very well. Don't even care about vertical. Pretty sweet. So, this is the part in which I move the lines. Now, the part in which should be the last part, the next part would be to solve this little bug that the remaining ones should be drawn out again. So let remains equals rec. Actually, I can just simply say else map boxes e dot coordinate dot, oh my god, what's your size? This will be a 1 equals to boxes e dot sim. Yeah, this should fix my little problem. Yeah. All right. Okay. So besides exploding and breaking the wall, which isn't correct, we were getting somewhere. Very well. Now the last son of a bitch. That's true. I don't. Oh my god. This doesn't even work because of the. Not gonna lie, this problem is shit. It is hard, but it's tedious. Okay. Now, a criteria for the vertical one. This is correct. Okay. The criteria for the vertical one would have to be. I would want it to be. So anything that's over him. Or under him, based on the direction. I guess I can count and basically the first one that gets touched, right? If I do a subtraction, yeah, if I subtract this guy, I have to keep only, like, let's use this as an example of a correct movement. Okay. So in this case, I would have the entry one, which would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So the row 7, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So the potential move is 4, 7. And the first one that I touch is 3, 7. So the guard is on 3, 7. Okay, that's why it's 4. Very well. Every time that every one of those should be on, like, I should remove everything that's not less, or that's not, that I can't arrive by the next direction. Like using this case, so there are different rows, but basically, I'm trying to move up from row 1. So I can sum up this position and nuke everything that's not that. Or rather, if I'm going down, I should nuke everything that's smaller, everything that's bigger if I go up. Yes. That should work. It should add some ifs, but whatever. So its next move is 0. This is moving horizontally. If I'm moving vertically, it would be else if next move dot 0 equals 1. And that would be also the equals 0. So this would be the similar fashion. I'm starting to think that this should be a function. It probably should, but whatever. Now, if I'm a 1, that means that I'm going downwards. And means that I always have to keep the bigger. So if boxes I that coordinate is smaller, so you have to keep only, I'm going down, I only keep the bigger actually. If it's bigger than the coordinate 0, then I clean up, otherwise I don't touch. Now this would be the same. For -1. Okay. This would be the opposite. Okay, something of the sorts. Very well, very well. Actually, very nice. Finally, the last bit of sophistication would be to check if my I have to check if the remainder of these guys, any one of those has an hash. So I can just loop over them and take a look at some neighbors and check if there's a hash. That's a function, but shouldn't be that bad. I have to change the neighbors because I don't care about the corners. And that would be okay. So there's a lot of messages coming up. Yeah, so the last one, I would simply have to check all four. Actually, I don't even have to check all fours. I would only have to check based on the direction. The up, down, left, and stuff like that. Like over here, I have to loop over everyone. And based on that direction, I have to check if something is off the table. And if it is, I just mute it up. So now that we clean everything, we can use the box and do a little bit of a loop. If I'm going up, if I'm going left, right, down. I can function it out with a switch. But first, buffer break. See you in a minute. let's give it a try. I was saying, the problem is I have to check based on the direction. Based on the direction, I have to check it out. And that will nuke some boxes, by the way. Ah, I hate this shit. Okay, so based on direction, check it out and tell me if it's okay or if it's not okay. So valid move, let valid equals check walls. And the check walls would obviously gonna basically have the same idea as this. What the function was it called? The BFS. So it would be maps, and this time would be the boxes. Now my LSP will obviously maps. It's map. Okay, obviously. Actually. The definition. Great. This will return a ball. And for so need the direction. So there be a couple of chords. And I can just check the coordinate if dir.0 is equal. Well, let's check actually this. So dir.match. Okay. So 0, 1, 0, -1, 1, 0, and -1, 0. So for boxes, for box in boxes, if map box dot chord, god damn it, shut the fuck up. Expression. This expression has type. Okay. So map dot chord dot 0 and map dot chord dot 1 as your sides. As your sides. Fuck is this, brother? Box dot 4. Okay, so I guess that's a result word. God damn it. Okay, so for L in boxes, yes, and that would be if map L dot 0 as your sides, L dot 1 as your sides is going to be a hash. Then we can return false. Otherwise, it's true. Yes, yes. Okay. L dot chord, my bad. L chord, this is the good. Obviously, it's not good enough. So there's that. Okay. Yank it, repaste it. the last one is going to be anything. Wait a second. It's actually a little bit more complex than that. Because I don't have to check the actual map return, but since this is +1, I just +1 here. So 3 pastes. So that would be a +1. Then it would be a -1. That would be a 1. I swear we're getting closer. Closer by the day. So this case, it doesn't need to be. All right. So this ugly ass function will tell me if there's any wall. Now, that being said, so next move. Yeah, yes, I can clone it, sure. Okay, now, you can also borrow it, but whatever. Now, based on the valid, I should check what I draw. So if it's invalid, I should empty the array, but not before drawing it. So if valid, if not valid, next move is equal to 0, 0. This way I don't change any logic. Of course, this is now immutable. So there's that. And of course, if it's not valid, I have to empty it out. Boxes.empt boxes equals vec. And we empty it out. Yes. Yes. So we're almost up. The vertical idea didn't work. Did I implement the vertical idea? I think I did. Because this move that 0 is goes down and this goes up. Yes, would be bigger than and less than equal. Guess it wouldn't. Still printing the old one, which doesn't do me a favor. Should print the new one. This doesn't get cleaned at all. Like this does get cleaned, so that's good. But this doesn't. Well, this is okay. It shouldn't be cleaned. Let's also check moving down and moving up. Okay, so the moving up gets executed. If if it's less than the pos x. So x is the rows, right? So if I have less than rows, a print up also robot pos. It would be a robot pos. That might also shade some light. So it's 3, 5. My robot pos. Like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sounds nice. Like, yeah, so it's a strict less than. Okay. Well, it's a less minus 1, actually. So it's strict. So it should be the first one, and everyone lesser than that. That doesn't work as well. Yeah, this is quite complicated. Yeah, because this would be... This only cares for the rows, not if the rows are touching. Yeah, that function is okay. I just probably need to make a better BFS for a BFS function more specific to this. Like I have to search only overhead. Like my BFS has to be tuned based on what I'm looking at. Like if I'm going up, the first one that gets found, the first position that gets found should only look upwards. So it is a BFS, but it's an upwards BFS. Same way that there should be a sideways BFS. So that's how it will get tuned. But I'm gonna say I'm quite cooked for today. This was a nice day. Maybe we would rate it over here as a to-do. And the check walls would be the BFS. Would say you need a specific kind of BFS. So actually, one that checks only above head, one that checks only rows. To do. Okay. That sounds about right. Let's see. I wonder if someone else is still on Twitch on Advent of Code. That would be sweet. I don't believe there would be many. But you never know. Actually, there is. SSG Advent of Code. Is it still on Advent of Code, or did you just forget the tag?
Yeah. So now if you see payload has attributes like this title.
Yeah, he simply just got that over. Well, let's just raid somebody and be done with it. Well, guys, thank you for today. It was been fun. Nice session. There are currently 4 of us, so let's find somebody to raid. I can find someone to trust. Yeah. Oh, that's a... Let's go low to high. And well, I would see you tomorrow, probably. Let's go for some ASMR, why not? Sounds about right. About right. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we will keep up the advent of code up until it's done, and then we'll start with the visualizations, and then I'm done. Thanks you and bye.